Did it happen?
I don't know if it did. I'm trying to find out right now.
Oh, no, not yet. There it is.
Are we live? Or because it says waiting for cloud connection right now. Waiting for the money. As you can tell, I've got a sore fucking throat, bruh.
Dude.
No good. No bueno.
Damn.
No to the bueno.
It happens.
Mine, I gotta exit and turn back on.
We
Alright, yeah.
are
It was just a phone issue.
live.
Alright, I gotta get in screen. I gotta get over here. Get in camera.
How do I
There we
just,
go.
like,
I gotta get the mics over here.
get it up.
Get it up, son.
How do you make that happen?
What?
Oh, there we go.
We've got, yes,
There
we
it
are
is.
good to go. So
We're
now
live.
people are going to be clapping, whether they like it or not, and that's just all there is to it.
I like that.
We're live on the Cloud Connection podcast.
Bam.
Again, professionals.
All up in this bitch.
Yes, a Mother's Day special, as you like.
Yeah, it's got a weird tube siding Mother's Day spectacular.
We've got the
What?
tube signing sesh today for Mother's Day, and that's just how we roll. You know, the mothers asked for it, and the mothers got it.
And I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Asking,
signing.
you shall receive.
that's it. We don't play. We give the audience what they want. You know, so.
Because that's how we roll.
That is how we roll. I gotta check
that
out.
phrase is not to be used outside of VT vape.
Yeah, that's
guy.
copyright.
All rights reserved.
I gotta do a sound check here.
Oh, check. Here's the one for you. How does it sound over there in your head, bro?
What's everybody out there in YouTube land thinking the sound? What do you guys think about the sound today? How are we sounding? Is all the audio sounding on my headphones? It's not sounding good, but I think it's because my audio because of I do construction, so stuff always gets in there,
Here.
so it like doesn't work. There, see, it's playing out the speakers now.
You want to
There
plug
we
into
go.
mine?
Oh, there we go. We've got it.
You got it?
All right, now we're good.
Are we?
We're good. All right. So,
Alright, I'm going to close that.
for all the podcast listeners, that was just a quick sound check. Ooh, we've got the sound police coming in here, and it's crazy. So we got Country Living in the chat. We've got Two Jews, One Nazi in the chat. Maryland Vape Crew, shout outs, guys. What's up? How's it going? Two Jews, One Nazi, you are the man. I'm just going to say it. This guy's the man. You don't even know.
I don't.
This guy is the bomb.
Is it?
Yeah, he is. You got to watch it, though, because he always tries to get you to say something. So you got to pre-read. You got to pre-read the Two Jews, One Nazi.
I'll say pretty much anything but hate speech. And, like, that's it.
That every now and again on the Wednesday night show, they're just trying
I
to get you to
was
say
thinking
stuff.
about like doing this little like warning video for my videos because
Oh,
I've just
dude,
like said
you should.
fuck it with monetization after
Yeah.
what I've been hearing people getting videos like demonetized for humming songs and
Yeah,
shit.
it's
So
pretty
I'm
crazy.
just
Mike
gonna
Smith.
start swearing like a motherfucker in the reviews too. I think it'll make it more fun for me because it'll just be me because I say fuck like every
Well,
other fucking word.
That's it.
And I can't help it.
That's it. And if you put a disclaimer in the videos, then
I was
you know,
actually gonna turn on the thing that makes people verify their age to watch my videos and just start smoking pot on there too.
Well,
Like, I don't care anymore.
I mean, it worst case scenario is, you know,
As far as I can tell, that it's the channels that they're pulling and videos that are actually about the cannabis.
Yeah.
It's not,
I mean-
like, if you're doing like the cannabis reviews or like the hardware reviews for that, it's those random channels.
yeah, it's really weird. I mean, sometimes there's no rhyme or reason for it, man. Sometimes, like,
No.
there'll be some channels that get pulled and you don't even have a clue why, and other channels that are doing the exact same thing are fine, you know? Like, there's some crazy channels out there. If you don't believe
some wild
me,
ones.
if you don't believe me, I'm telling you right now, there's Brazilian waxing videos that I'm telling you, dude, I don't know how they're even on YouTube, other than they claim they're educational. I mean, it says in there educational. There's not even an explicit like warning at the beginning.
I once stumbled across a instructional video on how to perform a physical.
Yeah.
It was this fat, like, short Asian dude. Like,
It's crazy.
It was so
the
bad.
things that are out there.
And
on YouTube.
I was just like, it was one of those days where you're just like watching videos from the suggested videos, and I was like, what the? I had to. It's
Dude.
like a train wreck. You cannot look away.
Well, that's it. You start going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Dude, there was this whole scandal with this woman that breastfed her kids on camera. It was really, it turned into
Big
this whole
deal.
thing, and she ended up getting screwed because she ended up, like, towards the end of it, going over to the Pornhub and stuff like that, and that's how she got screwed over. But it's just crazy, and some of those videos are still out on YouTube, and it's like, holy freaking crap, dude. The things that they allow compared to the things that they will tear a channel out for
Yeah.
is just insanity to me. It's like, what? And I'm all about, certain things shouldn't be allowed on YouTube. I agree,
Yeah.
but if it's legal in where you live or whatever, then it should be fine on YouTube as far as I'm concerned. And
yeah, like if you live near
for the places
edge
it's not legal,
of the earth,
they have a regional setting on
then
YouTube.
you should be able to
They
make
could just
flat
not
earth
play
videos.
those videos in that region.
Yeah, that's true.
They have that setting,
That's true. That's a good. I did not know that. It's a fair option.
Yeah. So I mean, they could just not play those videos in that region, and so there you go. No controversy. Problem solved.
So what you vaping on?
Dude, I am
You
vaping
brought a
on.
mess. Oh,
Now
Cummins
hold
coffee.
on now. We'll get into the drinking on later.
He's vaping on a Cummins
Vaping
coffee.
on the Rebirth. I ordered the blue one. I got the black one, which is fine. I mean, it does look baller. I like it. It's nice black, and it's got the silver writing. I'm glad they didn't send me the blacked out version, because I really didn't want that. I wanted to be able to see the logo.
Where did you order that one from?
Vapor DNA.
That was DNA.
Yep.
That's where I got the Ocula.
Yeah, I like it, man. It's good. It's the top fill. I like it. It's just like a quick little one turn, pop open, done. It's a nice top fill. It doesn't leak when you pull the top fill off, as you can see. Bubble tank, of course. Ooh, hit the mic again like a noob. Sorry for the listeners out there. Sorry for the listeners out there. Yeah, on the iJoy Zenith 3. And I've got some Jam Monster Black.
The thing does have pretty baller flavor.
It does, spoiler alert, have really, really good flavor. Vaping on that. And the Reload, of course. Putting it right up against her. The Reload, I've got...
It's the same juice in it? Fresh build?
No.
Same build?
No,
And
actually.
It doesn't count!
It does count. It does count. Same build, not the same juice, though. I've got the Lou by Devious in there. I just had the Lou in this before, but then I changed it to the Jam Monster, and now I've got it in here. So I'm
Gotcha.
seeing how that rolls. But yeah, I got it in the 6, almost. It's good though. It's
Almost out of the toilet.
pretty much. Then I've got the Ardent
Wha-bam!
on the Durima with a fresh build and a fresh battery.
Ooh.
But hold on. There we go.
Oh, that's much better. Exhaling a weather system.
I've got my DIY glazed donut on there. Hashtag DIY. Didn't bring it with me though, so I guess I'm screwed as far as that goes.
So we're not vaping on that no more.
I thought I grabbed it, but
I don't know if the microphone picked that up for the podcast listeners out there, but there was a mega purge.
Oh, there was a major purge. I juiced it up and then I let it sit there for an hour, so it's like wicked soaked with juice, wicked wet at first. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a moist vape.
And then I've got the stick of dynamite and a half waiting to happen, and the Zeus X, still no explosions.
Oh, the M140 hanging strong.
Yeah, it's still going with the M-Turk aliens. And I've got the one the unicorn something. I got the unicorn in here. It's unicorn. It tastes like unicorns. So that's what I've got in there. By one something? By the one? Or?
I know what you're talking about.
No, it's not that one. It's not the one that I'm thinking of. It's the other one. It's the one that fucking is good, but not that great. And that one's in a 6. And I've also got my DIY glazed donut in the flavorless mini.
Yeah,
as I'm calling it now.
It's funny, dude, because I really wanted to see that video, see if you figured it out.
Yeah.
You sounded really disappointed when you were talking about chipping that top cap.
I am so disappointed.
You could hear it. You were like, and it sucks.
It was
it's
really
you're like, your 810s don't fit in here. Your 510s don't fit in here.
Dude, so disappointed. It was comfortable before that. I'm not gonna lie. And then that happened, and it's like, dude, now I'm fucked. And there's no getting out of it. There's no way to put a tip in there. I thought, well, I was like, well, it almost looks like a 510. So I was like, well, maybe, a 510 will fit in there. No. Because then I could have put a shorty.
Is over there. You're going to have to modify it so you can put a 510 in there.
Well, I would have to modify it for an 810 because it's too big.
Oh, yeah.
Or I would have to somehow epoxy something in there and then re-drill it. And
this sounds like too much work.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be worth it. It's just no flavor, man. It's just not there. And no capacity, and you know, there's just so much not going for it.
It's like a rebuildable pod.
Yeah, I guess. Something like that, pretty much, yeah.
As far as capacity.
And I've got the glazed donut in there and on the Ardent, and the flavor is like night and day, man. It's like muted and just not there.
Yeah.
They should include an extra tip. I agree. They should include.
There should be.
If it's a proprietary top, they should include an extra one. They could have easily included another one that was like a 510 compatible top. Something that allowed for other drip tips in case that happens.
Yeah.
It's only like $25. It's not expensive, but that's beside the point.
Fully prepared to sell.
I'd pay
like
30
packs
if it had better flavor in another top. I would pay 30 for it. But it doesn't have either, so it ain't worth 20 to me,
Yeah.
That's just the way it is, so. Unless you got 20 to throw out, I just say stay away from it. I've also got the Dove Pro Topsy twins over here.
Oh, look at you go, Hugo.
Yeah, I got the Pixie and the Apocalypse 25 on the two Topsy tops. Both have Lemon Ecstasy by Adore Liquid if you go over there. Coupon code.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, not sorry. All one word, no caps. 10% off at AdoreLiquid.com.
Bam!
Shout outs to Don. And then one last thing. Oh! The mini Aroma Miser Titan setup. The PWM mod and the Titan tank. With a nice stainless steel at 4.1 volts. And she's a chucking tits. You know it.
That's a puppy chuck. That's 10 ply, bud. Give your balls a tug.
A new tip will probably cost $7. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now, what are you vaping on, dude?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I am vaping on a BTFC with the Butterscotch Reserve. And it turns out like dual battery squonking makes it at least better. At least for me. I don't love it, but it's much more tolerable than a the single battery scene. And this looks cool because it's all black.
Yeah, it is. It does kind of look murdered out.
In this, I have some aliens from Johnny Vapes.
Nice.
Yes.
Shout outs to Johnny Vapes.
And I've got the Dreamer with a BTFC on it. 2
BTFCs, double dipping.
This one's got the old Tailored House Strawberry Crunch. And in that, I've got some aliens from Johnny Vapes.
Nice.
Dude, if you put low enough aliens in the BTFC too, it's good wide open. I like it. And I got the Ocula in the mail Friday.
Nice, the Ocula.
Yeah. And that's got vanilla custard in it. And this thing is fucking sweet. Cloud chuckers are gonna love it. It's got good flavor. I just shut that off. I did not. Oh, and this does have a single coil option in the top.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you can use it for single coil or dual coil.
Single or dual.
And that's by Twisted Messes.
Twisted Messes and Ogvape.
And Ogvape. There you go.
Those screws. Oh, I suck at this, Phil.
Oh, there you go. You got it. Almost. Load. For those listening on the podcast, we're trying to get a close-up of the screws on the Ocula. They are just massive.
They're fucking beefy.
They are like, you need a socket. You could use a socket, a 3/8 socket on them. Probably like a 10 mil or 9mm socket.
And when I saw the photos, you could tell that the heads of the screws were fucking beefy.
Yeah.
But the actual screw itself is just as big as the head. They're
really
fucking gnarly.
No shit.
Phil's breaking shit.
Yeah. Trying to get shit adjusted properly here.
Properly.
Yeah. We've got shout outs to Voice Meter Banana.
Again.
I gotta say that it's really changed the game for, just our audio for the podcast here, because
oh yeah,
it sounds a hell of a lot better these days. That's for damn sure. We got an independent mic for each one of us, so we don't have to worry about sharing a mic, because otherwise we'd be sitting right on top of each other trying to face fuck the mic,
face fuck the mic. What is this gonna do, man? Here we go. I'm like messing with buttons, boys.
Sorry for all the listeners out there. I am moving my microphone stand right now, and you're probably hearing a bunch of thudding, but it's a necessary step. A necessary step.
What exactly did I just do?
What did you just do? Oh, I could hear it.
Oh, you got clear.
It actually sounds good. We're adjusting the EQ here live.
Oh, I just left the video.
That's how we roll, for everybody out there.
Shut everything down.
What are you guys out there vaping on right now? Mike Smith, what are you vaping on? 2 Jews, 1 Nazi, Country Livin'. Everybody out there listening and watching in live. 2 Jews, 1 Nazi's got strawberry blueberry smoothie in the Redemption in a single coil. He made 24 gauge times 3 Canthal wrapped in 34 gauge stainless steel. I bet that's hot as fuck, dude, on a Mac.
That's got to be
0.17 ohms. That's got to be hot AF. Well, maybe not, because it could take a while to ramp up. I bet ramp down time on that son of a bitch. That's something I want to talk about real quick. Ramp down time.
Yeah.
What's the deal with this long ass ramp down time?
Well, that's
what's up with that?
There's nothing you're really gonna be able to do about that.
Brandon V, what up? Shout outs.
Because the metal's gotta cool down.
Yeah. But why? But why does it have to take so long to cool down with 24 gauge? Why
well,
can't
there's what I do
cool off
if
a lot
I
quicker?
can't wait is I take a little bit of whatever I'm gonna
Just
put in
drip it right
and
on
I
there.
just drip it right on the hot coil, and I run the wicks through. It's,
But what if you're vaping an RTA?
well, why would you have to care about ramp down time between vapes? Man, how long you been vaping on?
Well, this is my first time.
Oh, I'm glad to see you brought a hybrid top connection back on.
I started with the Juul, and I've just moved from sub-ohm tanks into rebuildables. And I want to know, what is Ohm's law? That's what I want to know.
I don't think
It's
you should
Resistance times voltage
divided by
equals wattage.
pubic area.
Or it might not be
Trim.
that exact equation, but it's
Dude, I can't.
those things.
I can't say it out loud.
I used to have the coil building tool on here, which is a really cool resource. Let me pull it up.
I have a
coil building
calculator app that gives you like a roughish idea.
Vape tool. Was it Vape tool? Yes, it was Vape
That's
tool.
the one I have. That top
Vape
one.
tool. I think it was Vape tool. There was another one though. Maybe it is this one, and it used to have a different look. Let's see. I'll tell you. No, this ain't the one I have on there. There's another one that calculates the resistance of aliens and Mohawks and shit like that.
Mine
Staggers.
does. If you buy
Does the
Pro
vape tool do
version.
it? Maybe it is the vape tool. See, I had the Pro version,
This one.
Coil Builder. That's
But
different.
It's the same one on it's my iPhone, Android.
They used to be different apps then. Must be.
But
YouTube
yeah,
just
this one
stopped
does.
responding on my phone.
Has normal,
It's
parallel,
hitting pretty
twisted,
hard.
Clapton, ribbon, fused.
Shout out to
Clapton,
Phil for giving me
alien.
the redemption, by the way. Love the build deck on it. Fuck yeah, brother. 2 Jews, 1 Nazi won the redemption in the giveaway.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. Shout outs. Speaking of
Yes,
giveaways.
been a
Okay,
while.
so it is that one. And it must have been, they just used to be 2 separate ones back. I used to have the paid version. So maybe it'll just automatically go to that. But
If you used to on the Google, then
yeah,
because
because it's the same account.
yeah.
Speaking of giveaways, I'm giving away an Evolve pod system and a Cree BJ/BG. Mine is still called the BJ because it's a review sample, but now the retails are BG
Yeah, I
because
can't
they
believe
saw
that.
what they did there. And so yeah, giving away one of those, some pods, and yeah, there you have it. Over on the VT Vape Guy channel, check it out, and you have to be subbed to the Cloud Connection channel, so you might as well just sub here first.
Yeah, you
Go
went
over
all in
there,
on that.
sub over there, and enter in the giveaway to win one of these baller ass Evolves, because they are baller, you know.
They do vape well.
You know, they're all right, but they're not baller, but they're okay. They're good. They work well. The battery lasts all day. I hate the charger. It really sucks. I wish it was
Nobody has
just
made
a micro
a good
USB.
charger.
I don't understand why they didn't just same thing with the Juul. Why is it this fucking thing? Why can't it just be
Yeah.
micro USB? Why does it have to be that? You know, it probably costs more to use one of these than it does.
You go no
Common.
charger.
Yeah, you could just say
Disposable.
disposable. Boom.
Boom.
So those, you just vape it till the battery's dead and you're done.
Yeah, did he throw it on Phil Scott's lawn?
Yeah.
That's
And those are what? What are those?
$10.
$10. What are
From
they called?
Eon Smoke.
Eon
I don't know.
Smoke. 7% nicotine for those of you
7,
wondering. Resistance
Well, yeah,
times voltage
7%.
equals amp. Okay, there you go. Resistance times voltage equals amps.
I should probably learn that at some point.
Well, you know, it's just one of those things that you
Well,
know.
it's not that I should learn it.
You
it's
know,
that I
like,
should be able
I learned
to
it
say
very early on when I got into the mechs and stuff like that. And you can use it to calculate your wattage as well.
Yeah.
Of course, because you know, you use voltage to calculate your wattage.
Yeah, I can't say it. I just know it. It's like being able to show your work in math.
But it's just one of those things. Ohm's law. It's just one of those things that as you vape longer and you get into it and you don't use it, you know, everything's turning to regulated devices that do all the math for you, and it's just one of those things, you know, that you just kind of take for granted and you don't think about it. And then somebody asks you, well, what is the equation for Ohm's law? And that's what happened. The other day somebody asked me, and I was like, oh man, I couldn't remember it off the top of my head.
No, I can't.
Because it's been so long since, when I was a beginner, I really was super paranoid about the Ohm's law, and I was always looking it up, checking out coils before I would build them and stuff like that. But now that I've been building coils for a long time, I know the ohm that I'm going for. I know which metals to use to get that ohms, and so it's just something that I don't use as often anymore. And it was crazy to me that I could not remember that, and I wanted to talk about that because it's like, dude, I should have been able to be like, oh, it's fucking, resistance times voltage equals amps. I should have just been able to say that right off, but it just, it was like I drew a blank. Like, son of a bitch.
It's not as easy as we make it look.
No, it isn't. But when you're good, you're good, So.
Shit, yeah, son.
Shout outs to the peeps out there because they keep me on my toes,
Right.
It's just one of those things. And it's pretty cool. I just have an app that I use. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's taking forever to download because I'm not on Wi-Fi.
Modern Bunny 174.
I'm using, and I'm multitasking. I'm watching the show and I'm downloading an app.
You have my Wi-Fi password. Well, the whole world does now.
Well, do I though?
I just said it out loud.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't listening, so hold on. Let me put on my headphones. It'll tell me. Because it's about a 45-second delay. Audio.
Audio's good.
Audio's good.
Audio's good. Good. It's a good Texas size 10.4, buddy.
Oh, I caught the first part of it.
174.
There, that's what I need. Wait a minute, it says I'm connected right now. Spectrum Wi-Fi?
Yep.
OC2G?
Yep.
Huh. I guess I'm connected.
I guess your phone's slow. You gotta pick up the pace, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever. Alright, we've got Vape Tool downloaded.
Oh,
We're going to click onto that sumbitch. And we're going to calculate some resistance.
Are we?
Yeah, we're going to... I like that it's got the e-liquid thing too, because I used to use that a lot to save recipes and shit like that, the e-liquid thing.
What?
Yeah. You can calculate how much nicotine you would use,
What?
and how much VG and PG, and how much of flavorings.
Does mine have that?
And I wonder if I have any recipes saved, because it should have connected to my old account.
Mine doesn't have that. I have coils, Ohm's law, battery database.
Pro version features.
Whoa, what's in the battery database?
Then you can share. Oh, battery database? It's
Yeah.
all Mooch's approved batteries, dude.
How?
Well, I don't know if it's all Mooch's. It just goes. It tells you about the batteries. I don't know if they are.
Because I don't recognize any of these batteries.
I recognize some of them. Let's see.
Oh, there's some E-Fests.
Yeah, I'm into the E-Fest. Metallic purple. 35 amp. These are the ones that I have, I think.
Oh, there's a couple more I recognize.
And does it go over... and it does say stable current 20 amps, which is what they are, which is Mooch says they are. And it links to Mooch's
Does it?
ECF.
Really?
Yes, it does. That's really cool. Shout outs to Coil, a Vape Tool. Everyone who doesn't have Vape Tool for their Android or iPhone should go download that, because
it will be Coil Builder in the iOS.
Yeah, Coil Builder, and on there you've got Ohm's Law, e-liquid calculator telling you your e-liquid
iOS
recipe.
does not have
and we're not
e-liquid.
sponsored by them. Like, we're not told to do this. This is just useful tools that we think you should have. But if Vape Tool wants to sponsor our video,
and when I
holler
first
at your
started
boy.
building, you were talking about using that steam
battery
engine
life, dude. You put in your
website.
battery capacity, boom, boom. You you can pick what battery you have, and it tells you how many puffs you'll get. check it. Look, here we go. Battery capacity 3,000 milliamp. Output power, we'll say we're vaping at 75 watts. Calculate. No. Let's see. Average puff second, we'll go with 2-second puffs. Done.
Whoa.
Show results. So you've got a total runtime of 9 minutes or 266 puffs off that battery.
9 minutes?
Yep. Of if it was just total straight runtime.
Oh, if you just like held it down.
Yeah, if you just held it down for 9 minutes, then that's what you'd get. Yeah, it's a pretty cool tool.
That is kind of cool.
I used to have the pro version. Maybe I'll figure out how to connect it back to my account.
Yeah, because you should be able to just restore.
Because I did
your
pay for the pro
purchase.
version. It's not very much.
No.
I don't know. Maybe it's a subscription thing too. So if it is, then
Mine's
think
just
so.
like a total. It's like $4 to get the pro version. I think.
yeah, something like that.
I just don't bother.
Shout outs to Cumberland Farms Coffee, keeping the dream alive. Couldn't do it without it.
Shout outs to the BTFC.
Dude, Fagan and Og Vape there did a pretty good job with that one. The BTFC was, I believe it was in my top of the year.
It was.
You know, it was a good RDA. Very good.
I don't know why I didn't get that way back.
You know, most times when you have a review of products, they're pretty good, and a lot of the problems you find with them are nitpicky shit. Not always. There are exceptions.
Back then, I was like obsessed with finding all the RTAs. And I had some great ones. I had the Smock TF RTA.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Phil, it's leaking.
Oh yeah, it was.
He's like, yeah,
Yeah, they
I'm like,
leaked.
Dude, what wasn't leaking earlier? He's like, yeah, that's the thing. There's
Yeah.
no fucking.
There's no rhyme or reason to it. Like
Yeah.
you could be fined for 3 tankfuls, and then
It's
all
like,
of
I
a
looked
sudden,
at the way you said to wick it, and he's like, I know that's why it doesn't leak constantly. It just leaks here and there.
oh shit.
And I got some good RTAs.
That's how vaping was back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Back in the days when those came out, everything like leaked a lot.
When
Seals
I first
weren't
started
good.
fucking with it, that's the way sub-ohm tanks were.
Yeah. Sometimes they would leak,
You just
sometimes they wouldn't.
Chilling, and all of a sudden it's fucking like puking out of the bottom airflow.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta say, the Rebirth RTA is pretty good. I would say it meets my expectations, that's for sure. I like most everything about it except for the way the build thing kind of is. It's kind of a pain in the ass,
Yeah.
you know, but maybe it's something I'll get used to after I build on it a few different times. I don't know. I've already
figure
put
something
I
out.
put 2 different builds in it already.
You tried like putting both your coils on jigs and holding them while you tighten it down?
I tried that the first time, and
That seems like a lot now that I think about
I
it.
mean, it works, but then you're kind of, every time you move your hand a little bit, it pulls the coils, and it just
Well, don't move your hand.
that's a good idea. I got shaky hand syndrome. See,
Like an
I shake like
epileptic
a
methodic.
like a queer eating a hot dog or something. I shouldn't have said that one. Sometimes shit just pops out, man. I don't.
Oh man.
That's what the guys at work say about one of the guys that works there. Sometimes shit just pops
Dude, I
out.
still can't believe those are all Elon's fucking. He's
Dude,
just throwing it.
SpaceX, man. That's something we got to talk about right now.
I think it was last week we kind of talked about it.
We did.
'Cause
We
it's
brought.
always at
We
the
brought
top of,
up.
when you open up YouTube, it's always
It
right
is.
there.
It's right there. The live streams of the
So,
fucking space shuttles.
I googled it before the show.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's fucking. It's all Elon. It
It's
ain't
crazy.
no fucking NASA.
It's insanity, dude. It's
Now, is this global internet going to be free to the world?
Well, that's another thing. Probably not.
Because that's going to, like, somebody is going to be pissed.
That's it.
'cause
Somebody would
they
be
ain't work
pissed.
here no more.
I'm willing to bet that he's going to sell service to, like, Charter and, you know, all the... I bet he's going to say, no, now you're going to pay me to be allowed to use this internet.
And hopefully he's going to say you're only going to charge this.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Because we...
And cut them right in half.
I mean... Maybe
That's what we need.
Maybe we shouldn't have to pay for it, but I'm pretty accustomed to paying for the internet.
We shouldn't have to pay.
But
for
if
it.
we had, like, 75G LTE Tesla speed shit,
Yeah,
flat rate, like across the board for everybody.
that would be nice. And then you'd have cell service no matter where you went. There'd be no
Yeah.
dead zones. You'd have Wi-Fi wherever you went. There'd be no dead zones. But also, then we're looking at artificial intelligence taking over the world.
Yeah, you put Google
You know,
in your fucking brain.
We're looking at Skynet. We're looking at Elon Musk pushing the button saying, all right, now you machines can start thinking for yourselves. And then by then we're going to have self-driving or flying cars.
Rogan had this
And shit's going to hit the fan, dude. It's maybe we won't be alive to see it, but
AI guy
shit's
on.
going to hit the fan.
And, like, these robot companions, and, like,
Yeah.
they're so advanced, though, that, like hypothetically, like, this gay dude gets a robot for a companion. Robot's not gay, and he makes the decision to leave. Like, but it's not like when you get a dog and it just loves you.
Yeah,
The
that's
robot has the capability to just peace out.
it. Especially if they start thinking for
And
themselves.
somewhere they did this test with, like, people and robots, and the people, like, couldn't, like, or emotionally, like, couldn't turn the robot off.
Yeah. That's it.
So-
There's no on-off switch, dude.
Oh no, the robot had one, but it was like putting a dog down. They couldn't turn the robot off.
Oh.
The robot had one, but it was like
So it
pulling
was
the
like-
plug. They
yeah,
couldn't bring
it was
themselves to
emotional.
shut the robot down.
It was emotional.
Yeah, and if the robot has the capability to be like, I don't want to be with you and leave, the robot's going to probably have the capability to be like, I don't want you to turn my switch off.
Well, that's
so,
Mommy, no.
And
Mommy,
PETA
no.
went after the people kicking the robot dog to see if it would fall over. That was mean.
Yeah. That wasn't mean. That's a
That's a
real-
test.
Yeah, that's a test.
It's like when they build a car and they run it over all those bumps.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as kicking the dog robot.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a test. It's not a fucking dog. It's a robot. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's going to end up being this fine line. It's going to be, have you seen,
Yeah, I think once they realize how bad of a decision it was, it'll be too late. 'Cause
Like,
once you hit the switch on
iRobot.
that, you can't turn back. There's no turning back.
that's it. iRobot, dude. I wish they had a movie that was like without like the plot of iRobot, but like all the futuristic shit. Where you know how when he goes down like the streets and it shows all the future.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. They have some. They got surrogates and they've got AI and they've got some. I've watched a shitload of them
Have you?
and they're really good. But they don't have one that goes into like what that society would actually look like in depth.
Yeah.
You know, it all just kind of brisks the surface of it and has a different ongoing plot where it would be really cool to see a movie that's pretty much shows what the future with AI would actually look like and how scary it would actually be, because it would be. I mean,
Yeah.
if they had minds of their own and could think for themselves, and yeah, I mean, that would be insane.
Very insane. I don't know.
It'd be like flat Earth all over again, you know? And speaking of flat Earth, I have been trying to get into the Flat Earth Society. I haven't been denied yet, but I am working on it. Okay? I am really trying to get in there.
My sister Lucy's kid, my nephew, sent me a Facebook message on Thursday. He said, "What's up, Uncle? I love the podcast. I want to come on and fuck with Phil and the flat Earth shit."
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I want to get one of them to like come on for an interview, you know?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, it was sweet too. When I was leaving hometown Sunoco on Thursday after I delivered,
Yeah.
I go there Tuesday and Thursday. I was like, hey, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And they were like, no, we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Nice. Hell yeah. Where are they? I don't see them.
They are podcast listeners.
Oh, they're going to listen on the podcast? Nice.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That would be dope. That would be dope. There's way more to Ohm's Law, but I honestly just know what I can use now and only mess with apps if I'm curious on how many watts I'm vaping on a Series Mac. There you go. Yeah, I mean, really, as far as regulated goes, you don't, I don't want to say this, but you don't need to know it as far as regulated devices go.
If
you're a Mac user, you're going to use Ohm's Law a lot more because it does it for you. If it doesn't think the device can handle it, it says,
Yeah.
You ain't using it. Too high, too low, bitch.
Yeah.
Or if some devices will let you go there, and it will, but it won't fire properly. Or
Right.
like it'll say, oh, well, I'm vaping at 200 watts, but the device can't really handle that, so it'll actually automatically kick it down to like 150 to what it can max handle.
Yeah.
So, and it just won't reflect that. But yeah, it's pretty well automated these days. And I want to start seeing, like the Face Shaver Pro neck,
Yeah.
I want to start seeing the vibrator attachments.
Ooh.
Yeah, for the old ladies.
For the ladies.
If
Mech Mod ribbed for her pleasure.
Yeah. I want to start seeing all kinds of different, Tire Inflator Pro
Maybe one.
attachments.
Yeah.
AM FM radio attachments, CB radio attachments.
Oh, shout outs to that Lucas Stops leak seal, dude. I got some of that for my transmission.
Yeah.
That shit is like...
Dude, I told you that shit works.
It comes out like the consistency of melted
it
plastic.
It totally does, man. It's like the hardest molasses you've ever fucking...
But you could see like substantial piles of tranny fluid.
Yeah.
And I put that in at Walmart and I got home and I backed it.
Yeah.
So that I would be building a fresh pile, and I've got like little to no
Hell yeah, dude.
pile.
And it holds up for a while too, I mean, it's
I'm
not
gonna slap a
permanent.
second bottle in there because it says you can for like really old trannies.
Yeah.
That pig's got 206-ish thou on
Yeah. Yeah. It'll plug it up for a good while, and then eventually, you'll see it start to leak. You just do it again,
Well, it's the front seal, and I thought maybe at some point I'd have that guy I work with just put a new one in because the owner that I got the car from at work says he usually gets 300,000 out of those if you do stuff with the transmission.
Yeah.
So if I can get 100,000 miles out of a car for like $2,000-ish,
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
it's just gonna go back and forth to work pretty much.
Yeah.
Maybe do a cloud comp here and there.
Yeah,
where
that's,
you at,
that's not like paying a fucking $11,000 for a new Honda Pilot just to have to go spend another $1,000 on a timing belt. Five and a half
got a more
months
expensive
later.
Hyundai down there if you want to trade.
I'm like, I'm going to call him tomorrow, and I'm going to be like, I think it's ridiculous that less than half a year later, I've got to put $1,000 into it. And it's going to be more than that because it's got to get a tie rod, which that I think, that's normal wear and tear, no biggie. It's got to get, a sway bar link. Again, normal wear and tear, no biggie. But a timing belt, and it had less than 10,000 till the timing belt needed replaced. They should have replaced that fucking timing belt before they sold me that car, bro.
That's all money that could have spent on getting it wrapped in a cloud connection.
Well, there you have it, That's what I'm saying. And sound effects, freaking horn, so that we could go around and do the podcast live while we're traveling.
Yeah.
But now we can't do that because 802 Honda didn't want to change the timing belt. They're lazy. No, they're actually really good. They've been really good to us, and I'm willing to bet that they'll work with us somehow, some way on the price because it isn't right. They should have done that time.
Some of that shit should be covered for
Yeah.
sure, dude.
I think that at least they'll give us some sort of coupon for, some kind of discount or something, which would be enough to make me happy. I've done all the work on that car there, and I want to keep it there because I can do most of it myself. Oil changes I can do, and even
that
the
doesn't
tire
void
rod
the
shit.
warranty or anything.
No, so I could just do it myself, but I like to keep it there because they've been really good to us. So,
Dude, I think the Ocula might be my cloud comp.
Not be completed as dialed.
yeah.
That's not why I got that out, but cool.
Dude, we have a new soundboard here, and he's about to vape the Oculus, so we'll just go ahead and give you a little warning. This shit's about to get crazy.
For the voltage drop, so
Dude,
there it is.
There it is, voltage drop. What's coming this week on Jonesy Vapes' channel?
The TM24.
Nice.
Yes.
Baller.
Yeah, I'm excited because I have two of them, so I get to do it like the baller way review.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe the Nintendo box.
Nice.
And then it's on to the Oculus and the BTFC.
Yeah, BTFC is nice.
And then I don't know.
You don't know?
No, but I've decided that because like some of the stuff I've gotten is alright, but I am not just gonna shop on the new section.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have gotten the Oculus
some oldies.
regardless.
Do some oldies? Fuck yeah.
Well, it was like, I was thinking about it like when I got that Hot Rod RDA.
Yeah.
It's a decent flavor RDA, but it's not even popular, so I can't trade it. Really, theoretically.
Yeah.
And at that time, you and I were both talking about getting the Rebirth RDA, and it was like $10 or $15 cheaper.
Yeah.
And I would have been much happier, or even if I wasn't, a lot of people liked it, so I might have been able to trade.
Yeah. There you go.
So that's where my channel's going with that shit. I'm just going to review stuff that I want. So if it's not new, I might get like a clone. I might get something off the clearance shelf.
They will give you guys a coupon for coffee, he says.
Baller. Oh boy. Oh, you only got the end of it though. You gotta get.
Oh, boo.
So nobody likes what's coming up on my channel.
Dude, not cool, man.
all
You
booed.
guys boo it for everything. It's not cool. Oh shit. So what's coming up on my channel?
Yeah.
So we've got the Ardent's gonna be coming up. Boom, we got the Ardent RDA. It's gonna be coming up. I already did the Dreamer.
Views on that.
I don't know what's up with that. You think that you think it'd be a pretty popular one? We'll see.
You might get more traction with it than I did, but you said your Dreamer review didn't
My
do
Dreamer
well
didn't
either,
do
which
well.
is weird. Dude, the Kennedy Vindicator clone review of mine broke the 100
Yeah,
views mark first.
mine just is about to pass 1,000.
That was my first video to hit 100, which is funny because it's
That
like
one was a good one.
wicked new review.
Yeah, that was a pretty popular device. That
Which
was a good
is
call
one
on
of the
Jonesy's
reasons
part.
why I'm gonna do that, because it's the popularity of the device, but I have more fun reviewing that shit. So I think the video gets responded to better as well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
Well,
also the quad battery.
dude, I'm super excited
Steam
about
Crave.
that.
Yeah, that's. I'm kind of. You know that.
I'm assuming you're gonna do a giveaway for that mod after that I'll win, which will be cool.
I've also got the top side dual coming up, then the top side, and the Zenith X3 will probably be in there at some point. I haven't
That's right,
reviewed
you
it yet.
haven't reviewed
No,
that.
I like it too much to want to stop using it. It's such a good mod. I think.
So it's really grown on you. At first
Yeah.
you seemed kind of either way.
Dude, this thing at first,
It was like you did not like it.
I didn't like this at first, but I like how easy it is to turn. You know, I've been using it for a long time at work, and it's got shit in there, but it still has no issues working. And 1, 2, 3 clicks, and I can still turn the thing on. But I just like it. It's responsive. It works well. It's got great battery life. It's definitely a version 2 of the Old Faithful. You know, as far as usage, I guarantee it gets just as much as this one did from me, because it's just, you know, it took a while to grow on this little dial here, but once I did, man, it's just a good mod. And most of these are just, like I said, hard to turn. You know, that's one good thing about this one, is that it's easy to turn. But this one gets turned a lot very easily, because it's just got, you know, less of a tolerance, where that one's got a better tolerance and it's not as easy to turn it.
Well, I don't think that they thought that Steam Crave tank would be traveling around.
It's kind of eerie, man.
Yeah,
want to see how that sounds.
On the replay?
Yeah, on the replay.
I'm
here.
going to edit them all out so you'll never know.
We got some nice sound effects, guys.
Yeah, we do. Oh. Oh, that was lame. I like that one. I say a lot of funny stuff, so. Oh, those are mean.
We got a notification. Oh, that's my phone. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like somebody's getting a notification or something.
There is.
But yeah, I mean, as far as stuff on the channel, that's essentially it. Let's Talks, of course. I've got the new season of the Let's Talks. I think that's going to be a pretty popular.
Yeah.
I get just as many views off the Let's Talks as I do off a review
I
video,
would
and
do
that's one
something.
reason I didn't want to do it before, because nobody watched them.
I was thinking about doing a weekly rant or some shit.
Man,
Something.
dude,
Because I
you
don't
know-
do the juice videos or the sample box or the live show, and that's why everything is down a lot on my channel too.
Yeah.
So I just don't.
I mean, people just want to get to know who you are, and I've been doing it for 3 years, and people still want to, know shit. Some of them know some of it, but
It's fun and
some of them
easy
don't.
on this end too, as it is for them, because it's not a lot of editing. You can pretty much just
That's it. Sit there and chat. Yeah.
roll through it, and maybe trim the beginning and the end, or if you say a couple dumb things.
You see, I honestly, like for this last one, I did plan it some. Like I knew which 3 devices I wanted to talk about, but I didn't really know exactly what I was going to say. I didn't really script it. It's just, for me, it's just kind of like letting loose. I don't have to really
Dude,
think about it much. And
sounds like they want some vape tricks and chat.
vape tricks?
That's all
Oh.
you, isn't it?
Dude, let me tell you something. Most people are not allowed legally to do these vape tricks. So I've got to do a disclaimer for the podcast listeners and the people at home that the FDA very
Those
well
were terrible
could
rules.
knock on your door and arrest you for doing these vape tricks if you do them at home. So I will go ahead real quick and I'll do a couple of vape tricks. This one here is a OG back in the day vape trick. I don't know how many of you guys can do the jellyfish. I know it's simple. Anybody can really do it. But this one here I've got is called the squid. Not anybody can do the squid. This isn't like the jelly. Anyone can do a jelly. Here we go, guys. This is how you do the squid. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the squid, and you can't get vape tricks like that anywhere but the Cloud Connection channel
Timestamp
or
on
the
that?
VT Vape Guy channel.
Yes,
53 minutes in.
About 53 and a half minutes in
one
for
more
the
trick.
podcast listeners.
One
if
more
you
trick
want
real
to
quick. This trick
YouTube
here,
up
you've got to have
these
the rebirth
tricks.
for.
Oh.
Yes, this one is rebirth
So
required.
this is new?
No, this is
Then-
adapted from an old trick.
Oh, super modified.
Yes, for the rebirth only. So you've got to have a rebirth to do it. Just how it is. I can't control that. That's just the way that the world works in the end. So this trick right here, again, anybody can push O's.
They can.
It's
'Cause
simple.
I'm sitting over here struggling to blow 'em.
Dude, if you really wanted to, you could push the O's, man. It's mind over matter. Anybody can do it. So this one is something that not anyone can do. This one is called the Stingray. Here we go. See? The Stingray. Boom. There it is. You have to have the Rebirth RTA in order to get the proper cloudage to sting ratio. And you know what? Just for shits and gigs, we'll do one more vape trick for everybody out there. I'm going to switch up to the Reload RTA for this one because it's just a little bit more dialed in,
You
okay?
need less airflow.
Less,
for this
yeah, a
one.
little bit less airflow, and
And a bubble
this
tank.
one is one that the FDA, every time I do it, they email me and say, look, Brown,
Okay. Let me
we're
hide
sick of this.
I'll hide the VPN.
We're always telling you, yeah, you might want it because this is going to get intense. And they're always saying, dude, Brown, we're telling you, cut the shit or you're done. We're going to seize the channel. sees all your assets,
Why do
your
you think
vape
they
gear,
call you Brown?
you're all done. Because that's just how I do's, you know?
I find that offensive.
This trick is one I worked on in beta stage for a very long time. This one is called the hat trick. Here we go. You just take the vape, throw it into the hat. Boom. The hat trick, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot get vape tricks like this on any other channel but the Cloud Connection and the VT Vape Guy channel. So there you have it. And for the podcast listeners, I apologize that you could not see the amazing grace that is vape tricks.
You can tune in for the replay, though.
You can tune in for the replay on youtube.com/Cloud Connection.
Between that section and our other shows, I'm pretty sure we have enough to do a clip session.
Oh,
now.
fuck yeah.
We're
Highlight
only,
reel.
this will be, is this episode 6?
I think so.
Dude,
We gotta start putting that in the
we
title.
gotta be on
Episode 6.
I can't on the show, actually. I can't on the podcast title,
Yeah.
but I can I number them
Okay. Rock on.
because
It might be 5.
it won't distribute
Because I think the first one was on.
if you have any sort of season or episode number in the title. It
Really?
won't distribute, yeah.
That sucks.
But it does allow you to add the season and number in the podcast, like,
In the details.
thing. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Damn.
Dude.
90 cents again this week.
Dude, we're living the dream. High rollers.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to sponsor the podcast, either hit up Jonesy Vapes, boom, social media links in the description down there, or hit up your boy, but I'm just going to forward it to Jonesy, so you might as well just hit up Jonesy. That's how we do.
Oh.
Yeah,
He's just
Jonesy's
gonna
going to
forward
handle the
Section jvt.cloudconnection.
Jonesy's going to handle all the marketing.
He pretty much handles it.
Yeah.
Phil just shows up.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, he doesn't just show up. I have
Yeah,
to
he
go
picks
get
me up.
him.
He comes and grabs me, so
It's fucking full service, dude. You are a celebrity, man. I just
Dude.
rolled out a
this is
shag
Pink Daddy.
carpet for
This is
you.
how we roll.
That's how you get VT Vape Guy up in your crib, though. He doesn't just come over.
Dude,
You gotta go get him by
High maintenance
Kickstart.
I'm a high maintenance motherfucker, dude. This is how I roll.
Kinda.
I was on that show Diva Search,
Diva Search.
and I won because that's just how much of a diva I am. I can't believe it's Mother's Day, man.
Yeah, baby. 512.
This year is literally like just flying by. Dude, the Avengers Endgame box office numbers just came in. Let me tell you something. 700 million in the U.S.
Damn.
That is almost $1 billion. Just in the
It's
U.S.
right up there.
Over worldwide, it's got the number 2.5 billion worldwide. Dude, it holds the number 1 spot for 3 weeks in a row for top selling movie. In $500 million, they will be the number 1 best selling movie of all time.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Beating Avatar, which has held the spot since it came out.
Dude, Avatar was a great movie.
And that was, and this is an Avengers movie, which, superhero movies always had that stigma about them.
I get that the money is
It is insane, dude. Those are
how
some
you figure out
crazy
that, but I
numbers.
still feel that is
And
like a
Spider-Man
vape
Far From Home.
review. I feel that the Avengers, and like 2 movies compete as like subjective, even though they go by the money bringing in.
Yeah.
I mean, I like both types of movies.
Right.
I don't think that the Avengers movie could be better than Avatar.
I'm still waiting for
So
Avatar 2.
you trying to ruin another movie?
Spider-Man Far From Home. Okay. Let's talk
This
real quickly
section
about
of the
Spider-Man Far From
podcast
Home.
is called
If you
Ruins
haven't seen the
Everything.
trailer for Far From Home, spoiler alert. And if you haven't seen Endgame, spoiler alert, because
Oh, you're not going to ruin the Spider-Man
there's
movie?
Endgame. Well, I haven't seen that yet. It ain't out yet. But as soon as it is, I will. I'll wait a week and then I'll ruin the movie. But the trailer for Far From Home talks about how in Endgame the snap that they did that killed Thanos ripped a hole in the fabric of reality, and now there is multiple Earths and different. So I think we're gonna end up seeing like an Iron Man, a second version of Iron Man, and shit like that. I think there's just gonna be second reality versions of all the people that died, and I think that Spider-Man Far From Home is going to be used to introduce a couple of new characters besides Mysterio, because we all know that Mysterio is going to be in that movie because it keeps showing it in the trailers.
Right.
But I think it's trying to misdirect us from the people that it's going to debut in that movie, because right now there is no idea what the next phase of Marvel movies is going to be. You know, they've just announced that there's going to be movies, but not what they are. And so this is, I think they're going to use this. It's supposed to be the final movie in Phase 3, and it's going to pretty much show all the X-Men. I think it's going to be the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and I think that's what they're going to do. I think that's where they're going. So spoiler alert, X-Men in the MCU, just saying. Rufines,
You're late,
you made
you're
it.
fired.
You made it.
You're late, you're fired.
You made it, dude.
It's fucking 10 ply, bud.
10 ply, bud.
You give your balls a tug, pit fucker.
Yeah, dog.
End of the laneway, don't come on the property.
Fuck yeah, dog.
I'm loving that.
Still gonna
show.
send it, brah. Dude, you know what I started watching? It's called Happy. Happy with an exclamation point. Really fucking good show. I did not think it was gonna be.
I think we might have started it, I can't remember.
Dude, like, it's kind of like a thriller, comedy, horror, fucking mystery all in one. It's like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? You got his dick cut off and it grew back.
Committed to the shows we're watching, so we're not going to start any new ones.
Dude,
otherwise,
when you
it's hard
do,
to finish.
try it. When you do, try it.
We gotta
Stick
finish.
it. If you make it to the third episode and you don't like it, then you're not going to like it. But I think by the third episode, you'll be like, wow, this is pretty
baller.
good. Yeah. Because I was like, what? What the fuck just happened? It's really good. Really good show. Rufines just got up, hung over AF. He was up drinking and buying hookers all night.
Probably.
I believe it. That's the kind of guy
Flying
Randy
around in
Rufines is.
RC planes.
He was out at RC Comp for most of the night, and he picked up a few
Doing
hookers.
air tricks, balling out.
He's into those things. He does that stuff. Happy is on Netflix. I watched some of it. Yes, it is. And it says on it's a sci-fi series, which totally dumbfounds me that it's a sci-fi series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like, what?
You
This
know,
is really good.
I would build some wild ass coil that's like a dual build that's like 2 wraps but series.
Dude, do it.
I don't
Do
know
it,
how I'm
man.
gonna come up with this number.
Get some mesh.
I'm gonna use a coat hanger.
Get some mesh. Make like a mesh staggered fuse clapping.
Mesh stagger.
And it'll be like this wide.
That's what one
And-
wrap on 5.
One wrap. On
Actually, dude.
put it on that
I
fucking
just dumped
Oculus.
a bunch of juice in there, so I don't think I should really pull the top off.
So that's a side airflow, the Oculus. Plenty of airflow.
Ocula. Bro. It's actually kind of like side down.
Oh, it's like the
Snake bite.
Oh, so it's sort of like the recoil
You can pull the top off.
recoil
probably.
RDA. It's got a good tolerance.
It's got a ridiculous tolerance.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
But I wonder if I can put quads in there.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
2 on each side, bruh.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You totally
dog.
could. Totally could, dog.
Super hot. For that ramp down time.
That's pretty good. That's not bad. What's that, a tobacco? Or a custard, vanilla
custard. Yeah, but it's also on top of the lemon something, because I put that in there first.
I fucking hit the Pixie and had that tobacco juice in it, and I forgot, and I went, took a big old rip, and I'm like, because I forgot.
I remember the first tobacco juice I got that I liked. I was running it in like the Kylan and the Dead Rabbit and stuff like that, and then I put like a really nice hot build on a Mac mod, and I was like, I think I'm gonna run that on. And no, dude, no. I mean, I'm sure some people enjoy it, but I did not enjoy like a wicked fast .09 cloud chucking tobacco vape.
No. No, I'm good with that.
I can do it with custards. It's not. I don't mind it with custards. Or that Tailored House strawberry cookie.
Beans has made her debut. There she is, guys. There's Beaners. Yes, she has.
Oh, that's so goddamn good.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there listening.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to you.
We have some listeners in South Africa.
Oh, yes.
And for the podcast,
what was
I went ahead and I looked up some Johannesburg vaping laws.
Johannesburg, the city of gold. At the turn of the 20th century, they were responsible for 1/3 of the world's gold supply.
Dude,
I felt the need to Google that.
I looked up their regulations, their vaping regulations, and some of the changes that we're going to go over right now. Their new smoking laws over there in Africa, because vaping is huge over there. They've got a ton of vape shops. Google Maps pulled up like 12 vape shops just in one area.
I didn't look that up. I looked up fun facts.
We've got some other changes include a ban on smoking in motor vehicles with children under the age of 18 is present. Don't smoke or vape in your car with your kids, which is something they're trying to push here. An extension of these laws to not only cigarettes, but also device used in connection with tobacco products, which is vaping, of course. A ban on smoking in any enclosed common areas of a multi-unit residence. So, like if your apartment building has a common area, they don't want you vaping in there, which is, normal around here anyways, unless it's unless it's a smoking area.
I remember feeling that way when I was a smoker and didn't think that like vaping was even a thing. I thought it was like a fidget spinner fad.
Yeah, I did too.
But I mean, most of what I was seeing was like the blue e-cigs and the Mark 10s and stuff. But people were just like pulling them out and fucking price chopping.
I know.
And I'm like,
it's like, what the fuck, dude? You can't do that, bro.
And I'm not saying that because I can't light up a cig in the produce aisle.
It's just it's just one of those things you don't fucking do, man.
Yeah.
And I saw people doing it at doctors' offices and shit. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Even if there is nothing in the exhale, it doesn't matter. Don't do it, man. You're in a doctor's office.
Yeah.
The minister may prohibit smoking in an outdoor public place or workplace, which is something they're doing around certain places around here. Stricter rules on the depiction of tobacco product, meaning sale boxes, stuff like that. Can't be, put towards kids. Let's see, harsh jail time or a fine depending on the severity of the offense. For example, those caught smoking in banned areas. This is a little bit crazy here. Will receive a fine or prison time up to 3 months.
What?
So I think, the ticketing, the fine maybe is something that they're probably going to push around. I don't think they're going to do jail time. That's a little bit extreme, but for the most part, most of these are just basic rules that aren't like banning vaping outright. They're just saying, look, you got to be responsible. You can't go into an area that's got a bunch of people in it that don't want to be around that and start doing it. That's normal fucking common etiquette, I
think there should be like tiers to the fine, and they need to be enforced better, because they are still
if you continuously do it and you're always getting caught fucking doing it.
People trouble with the Church Street ban.
Yeah.
And you probably shouldn't fucking lock them up in jail.
Right.
Because if they're buying cigarettes, they probably have a job and they're a productive member of society in some form, hopefully.
One would think.
But, it should be like maybe the first time the fine is $50, then it's... And I guess maybe if you get fucking 6, 8, 10, 12 of them bitches, I guess maybe the fine's not working. And I guess you get, I don't know, maybe not, probably not.
So shout outs to our South African listeners.
Holla.
We got to get some Brazilians, some Japanese, some UKers. We got to get some Taiwanese, some Chinese, some Koreanese, some Alaskanese, some Canadians. We got to get some
Canada.
South and North. Guys, jump on the Cloud Connect we're talking about.
Worldwide.
In the homes of everyone 18 and older from here to your mama.
Dude, but we'll own the internet because right now,
we're gonna buy Elon Musk.
Anything bigger than like you get the cloud and sea, and obviously cloud computing comes up.
Yeah.
We're gonna be changing the name of cloud computing.
Yeah,
because of us.
That's it. So everyone, beware. We called it now. May 12th, 2019. This time next year, we're gonna be sending Space W or Space C rockets into space. So
60 of them.
Yeah, and we're gonna just we're gonna bump Elon Musk's satellites out of the way, and they can go crashing into the Milky Way, and we'll just be the free internet.
What?
We'll be like the anarchist internet.
I'm not trying to bump Elon's rockets, dude. Is this like docking?
Dude, yeah, it's gonna be. Whether it be the Martians.
Here we go.
You know, I mean, I think the aliens are gonna find them and be offended. They're gonna say, "What the fuck's going on, bro?"
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen?
I don't know about these aliens.
What did Nostradamus say? That's what I gotta know.
I don't know. Deep, dude.
Yeah, we can't get into all that. I think we're gonna leave that for next week's show. So I think we're gonna have to wrap it up for this week before we get too far in depth. It is Mother's Day.
Yes.
We've got to wish happy birthday to all the mothers.
Yeah.
And on Father's, you know what I said? Real quick, okay? On Mother's Day, they're always like, "Oh, you got to take the kids so I can have some time to myself." But then on Father's Day, they're like, "Oh,
what do you
got to do something with the kids because it's
kids?
Father's Day." I caught on to that last year. I said, "Wait a minute, whoa!" I ended up taking them fishing, but you know that's the thing. But yeah, I just had to mention that real quick. So yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody. I think we're gonna wrap it up for the day.
I think we're gonna do the Father's Day podcast live from a SpaceX satellite.
Yeah, true.
Where you at, Elon? Where you at?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. So
I mean, honestly, Elon, I'm not impressed.
No,
they're just satellites.
Yeah, you got to send people.
No, Elon, dude, the first Tesla he threw up in the air, fucking in the ground.
Okay, don't send people.
You didn't hear about that one?
No.
Yeah, the first few times he threw a Tesla up in the air and one of the rock back into the ground, I think.
Not cool. We don't want that.
Yeah, he did successfully throw a Tesla at a really expensive, like the nicest Tesla he has, like flew it around in one of his unmanned rockets and then brought it safely back to the Earth.
That's crazy.
Yep.
This dude's got more money than he knows what to do with.
Yeah, because, dude, I have like that Ford out there and trying to stop a train leaking. Dude, I would not put that thing in a spaceship because I need it. And if the spaceship doesn't come back or it crashes, I got cargo.
Well, there you have it.
And like, I don't know if you know this or not, but you like buy a Tesla, do the thing, start making the payments, and it takes like a year. You don't just go like to the dealership and like, I want that Model S, sweet, leave with it. You got it gets like ordered and I don't know. Maybe I could be like only half right because like maybe the basics.
Yeah, the
basics. You probably get those right up, but like the ones with ludicrous mode and the blast out features and all the options. Yeah. And they update like remotely.
Huh. So they just download updates by themselves.
Yeah. So Apple's really gonna have to step their game up if they ever make a car. Because when I hit update this bitch, it's out of service for a while. You imagine getting your car in the garage and be like, iOS update required. Fuck, I'm gonna miss work today.
Oh fuck, the future of cars, man.
And you know, if Apple comes out with a car and I can't put Google Maps on it, I'm gonna wait for the Android car. Because Apple Maps is a fucking joke.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's way outdated.
I use Google Maps on my iPhone, so.
Yeah, me too, on my Android. All right, guys, that's it.
Fucking go off
We're out of here before we get carried away again. Go down the rabbit hole.
Thanks, everybody.
Later, guys.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Thanks to all the podcast listeners. Shout out to South Africa.
Yeah.
Boom.
Tube signing.
Tube sign.